Welcome to the podcast, Movies and Monsters. I'm your freaky deaky host, yours truly, Charlotte Neal. I'm really interested in horror and scaring the living bejesus out of myself, and have been since I was a child. So we've got a treat for you tonight. We are going to deep dive into an exploration of movies and their monsters, their origins and real-world examples, just to scare you even more. And we're going to have a ghoulish fun time doing it. So let's delve right into it. Today we're going to be taking an in-focus look at zombies in movies and TV, from the 1932 movie White Zombie to today's zombies in shows like The Walking Dead. Where did it all begin? White Zombie was the first zombie movie of its time about a young woman's conversion into a zombie by a voodoo master. The zombie myth starts here due to Haitian slaves who endured punishing conditions in the 17th or 18th century in Saint Domingue. They were brought from Africa under the French rule. The zombie archetype was about their misery. Those who took their lives were denied passage to the afterlife and became the undead. Zombies have evolved since then. George Romero brought zombie movies into the mainstream with The Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead, with all the famous tropes we see in today's zombie movies and TV shows. The Night of the Living Dead is about 7 strangers who are trapped in a rural farmhouse, and the undead are clawing to get in. In Dawn of the Dead, there is a rampant epidemic that is sweeping the country, and 2 SWAT team members, a traffic reporter, and his television executive girlfriend seek shelter in a shopping mall. The movie was remade in 2004 due to its cult-like status. More recent zombie films that have been a hit are 28 Days Later and its ensuing sequels, about a virus called the Rage Virus that sends people into a fit of rage. We have Don, who abandoned his wife to a zombie horde and thought she was dead. 28 weeks later, he is the first to be infected, and his wife survived the viral infection unbeknownst to her children. This starts the second outbreak. We also have The Walking Dead, an American TV series which spans 11 seasons, and is about a show's central character, Rick Grimes, a sheriff who wakes up in a hospital ward only to find the world has changed. He intends on reuniting with his family, but he learns that people are more scarier than zombies. That is the central theme of the show. It creates a spin on zombies, where everyone is infected when they die. A more recent zombie movie is Alive, which is about 2 people in an apartment complex who communicate with each other to stay alive during the zombie outbreak. A very clever take on it, and zombie series All of Us Are Dead, which is about an outbreak in a school, but not everybody infected turns into a zombie, and they have unbelievable strength. So what are some real-life examples in nature of zombies? There are zombie ants called carpenter ants who can be infected by Ophiocordyceps, which is a fungi. There is a strain that infects, controls, and kills carpenter ants, turning them into zombies. The zombie ants climb to the top of the vegetation where the infection can gain a greater hold. What makes this truly frightening is that it controls the insect's mind through the spores. The next example of zombies in nature is a spider zombie by a Zapatopa wasp. Anaximate spiders are social animals who like their colonies. The wasp lays the eggs on the spider to control it. The spider is enslaved to allow the larvae to grow into an adult. The wasp then devours the spider. The wasp controls the brain and behavior just like a zombie. We have zombie plants too, which have phytoplasma bacteria. The bacteria causes plants to put out leaf extensions instead of the regular bloom. The phytoplasma manipulates the plant. They only serve the bacteria once infected. Human zombie cases have been popping up now and then, like the 30-year-old woman who had fallen ill and her family witnessed her walking around 3 years after. The alleged zombie was a woman with catatonic schizophrenia, where you can walk like a zombie. There was a young man who thought he had died at 18 and re-emerged as a zombie. This was due to his brain damage and epilepsy. The third and final case was a woman who died at 18 and showed up 13 years after. This woman had a learning disability. There is a syndrome that can cause people to act like zombies called Cotard syndrome. It's where they have the idea that they are dead, when this is just an illusion. This syndrome is very rare. Zombies are a reflection of our secret self, because we don't want to die that way. We want control over our death. so we have a fractured relationship with death. They are folklore, but zombies do exist just on a human level. But in nature there are many examples. Stay tuned as we tackle new monsters every week on Movies and Monsters. The next episode is going to be Hold On To Your Seats, Vampires. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter and send us more of your monster requests.